Okay, welcome to episode 7, Cooking with Day, our Christmas show. And this is episode 7, Shepherd's Pie. And what does it say? Oh yes, this is our Christmas show, episode 7 at last. Here's our credits: L.A. Davis, executive producer; I.L. Davis, camera and everything else; Queen Judish, founder. Welcome back to our show, and we're going to get underway. Oh, hi! Welcome to Cooking with Day, episode 7, our Christmas show. Tonight's episode, December 25th, sometime in the 21st century, Shepherd's Pie. Well, Shepherd's Pie is a big jam in our family, going way back probably to the Second World War. My mother, Hannah, used to make it a lot and still does, and this is basically her recipe, and it's the simplest thing in the world. I guess we ought to clarify that shepherd's pie properly is made with lamb, because that's what shepherds do, and cottage pie in England is made with beef or pork or literally anything else you might have in the house, and it's basically a minced beef and vegetable dish with a potato crust, and it's really delicious. Nursery food or Sunday night food or whatever. So the ingredients are, this is 80% fat beef from the supermarket. These are industrial strength mashed potatoes that we're going to work gaff up later. I.L. Davis has chopped an onion and some carrots for us, which is going to go in here and saute for a while in our frying pan. And we're going to mix all this together, and we're going to meditate on the beauty of the meaning of Christmas. We had no idea what it actually means, of course, except maybe the rebirth of Osiris. And personally, in our household, we kind of go more for Kwanzaa. But I think Kwanzaa comes on a little bit later, and we wanted to get episode 7 in the can, as they used to say. You know, it is Christmas, and I got my new chef uniform today, courtesy of I.L. Davis and L.A. Davis, and I'm so proud of it, you know, because I really feel like I'm a TV chef professional now. So thank you, production staff, for really raising my self-esteem and making me, you know, look like an asshole. Thank you. Okay, well, while we're sizzling here, we're going to work on the our crust, which is mashed potatoes. And as we've mentioned, we have this 95% fat, very inexpensive beef product here. And for mashed potatoes, we could have made our own and you know, done it artisanally. But instead, we went over to down to Shaw's supermarket, and we got the cheapest stuff that we could find. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this. We're going to take this. And this might be too much for some of our viewers. And but just quickly, we're going to we got some warm milk, so this doesn't get boring. We're going to put that in there. Oh, hi HB, you want a drink? That was our founder Judish, who's over there supervising. She came up with the idea of this show. You remember a couple of years ago, the first show was called Pork Products. And we've come a long way since then, but not that long. Well, so here we go. Here we go. Now the audience over there is hacking away and coughing. Sounds like Symphony Hall at the Friday afternoon matinee, which is a carnival of snot. We've come a long way from Shaw's supermarket, and these are going to make a fabulous croûte on top of le bœuf. Le croûte sur le bœuf. And this is a venerable, from early in the 20th century, a venerable English condiment. But it's very controversial now because a few years ago, the owner of HP sauce decided that it would be made in Holland. And so now you're not allowed to serve it in the House of Parliament because it's considered unpatriotic. But it's a key ingredient of the shepherd's pie. We're gonna slather this shepherd's pie with lashings of HP sauce, if we could get it out there. And this adds a little bit of a sort of a tamarind mango sort of sweetness to the miss, as it's called. So we're going to take our lovely dish, and it's been pointed out here in the kitchen that this really is peasant cooking in its most basic form. It's kind of what you have in the larder. Usually, traditionally, this is what you did with meat that was almost going off. One of the great lores about this dish is that it's served backstage at every Rolling Stones show. And there's a giant shepherd's pie placed on where the band eats, and it's completely reserved for Keith Richards. And any poor roadie or guitar tech or just a visitor who happens to touch the shepherd's pie before Keith has had his fill is unceremoniously thrown out of backstage. So we take our spatula and we make a crust like this. And some people say that there's a technique where you can cross hatch, and this actually helps in the cooking because it makes the heat penetrate. Say, I think I just set my new thing on fire here. No, it's okay. Almost lost the old chef thing. See that? Day one, chef day. Okay, this is grated cheese. A Trader Joe's Pecorino Romano. Good product. This is going to brown up nicely. Now, we've preheated our oven to 400 degrees. And all we do now is we say Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, and God love you. And we'll see you in a little while when we take this out, and maybe we'll carve out a slice for ourselves. We'll see. Boy, where's me? Oh yeah, it's golden. It's bubbling, it's hot, a little sizzle there. If you cut it open like a pie, you'd get a nice looking wedge. And I'm not going to cut it open because we're going to feed it to the servants at Boxing Day tomorrow. So thank you very much for coming to our kitchen, and welcome to episode 7. And we're looking forward to our next episode 8, which might be goulash, might be a grilled cheese sandwich, who knows. So good night and Merry Christmas. This show has been brought to you by a new book out called William Burroughs, Local Stop on the Nova Express, by our worthy constituent, Stephen Davis. And this is available on the internet, aftermathbooks.com, in Providence, Rhode Island. And if Bill Burroughs, as constant viewers of our show know, is a main inspirer. I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody, and thanks for watching our show. We're very happy to have you in our household, whether it be in near Boston or Los Angeles or Martha's Vineyard or wherever we happen to be producing these episodes. And I'd also like to thank our friend, the Metallic Soul, the Green Butterfly by Damien Hirst, and here's to you.